Yeah, there you are, brother.
Wow, man. That was fast. That was fast. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Ooh. Yeah, just made it
Oh,
home in time.
gosh.
Yeah. Hello, no gang.
Happy Saturday.
Yep. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. The first thing I want to do is apologize for last night. Uh, we had we had ran the contest, compliments of Kiala, and when you get thousand comments scrolling through, and it's my fault because I wasn't set up to do the selection electronically, which we are tonight. But so we had missed the original number 17, and we'd given it to 16. So number 17 made sure that we knew, and I went back double check, and sure enough, there was 17 was that we did have a 17 before I cut it off. So now I'm in a jam. So I called, I messaged Kiala, and she was nice enough to provide bags to the two winners, 16 and 17. So, but tonight is different tonight. Okay, and these are the rules. Kiala has graciously donated. I think it was 9 bags, 9 days of Hanukkah. So every night, obviously, except for tomorrow night, but every night we'll give away a gift. And the way it's going to work is you need to private message me. Not don't put it in the comments because I'm not gonna look at the comments for the contest. You need to private message me, and then I will take all your names. We'll put it in a randomizer, and at the end of the show, we'll go ahead and randomize the names, and whoever's number one will win. And okay, so we just yeah, man. I was like,
Unfortunately,
oh,
the ones who won last night, um, it has to be a new participant winning because we want to give everybody a chance.
oh
So
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. So
we
yeah, you
still
can
have
only win once. You can
yeah,
only win once.
yeah.
So yeah, and we're
Give
keeping
everybody.
track. When I got that text last night, man, I was like, oh no, oh no,
Oh,
oh
I missed
no.
it too. I missed it too. I was trying to scan it.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's
And
not easy.
Facebook, the timing is not always, it's not always uh live. So when I go back check though, sure
Yeah,
enough. But anyway,
yeah.
apologize, but we'll fix it tonight. We will fix it tonight. And hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I had a great day. I planted some new seeds into some starter pods and just worked around the house and kind of relax a little bit too.
I
Prepping for.
like. I would like to say that brother, you have given so much of your time with this program, and I too I went back making videos, but today I did not provide a video only because I did one at 4. I did a post at 4 something in the morning.
I saw.
Yeah.
I
So
saw that.
I mean, last night I gotta tell you, whew, I was bushed, and it was the first time that when we're done, I put my head, jump in the shower, came up, put my head down. AC was on, and I'm so glad my TV is not mad at me because for how many months now my TV's been watching me. I think no answer back. And I know when my TV is finicky because when a volume raises, that means they're getting mad at me. So, but it was all smooth going through. And I woke up this morning and I woke up early, so early that I ran into the kitchen at about 6 o'clock and I started to make breakfast for the wife. Made her coffee, made her eggs, bacon, Portuguese sausage, along with some French bread, you know, just a simple breakfast.
How was well, Patsy made me breakfast. Made that as she does every morning, and she made me a nice fried egg with cheese sandwich. Was delicious. But anyway, how was dinner last night from Uncle's? Uh,
Brother, it was, put it this way, I ate just enough, never overdo it, because when I took the first bite, it was already Kanak attack. I was like, but it's just so much. I mean, here you get one scoop of rice that I hardly touched, and mac salad, and the bottom was lined with fried salmon. And he get his, I don't know if you ever had fried chicken from the Waimea Shell Station here in Waimea town. They make their own fried chicken in one of those
Oh
pressure.
wow.
I mean, unreal. But anyway, uncles make fried chicken and it's like okazuya style. So that was on top of the fried, and then he had a real tender roast pork with brown gravy over everything.
Oof.
So I only took a, half a slice of, and he put down the roast pork was like 4 slabs. So I never even get to the first one. I just went cut one piece off that, ate, tried a little bit salmon, and one of the chicken wings, and that was it. But oh,
Mm.
tasty, tasty. So I've got to finish it up because I did vacuum seal it. I mean, that's the Chinese in me. I don't like throwing. But was ono? Was ono?
Oh, I had the second part. We had the
Pastrami
pastrami sandwich. Yeah.
corned
So
beef.
last night we went with the corned beef. Oh my God. I tell you what, man, it was delicious. It was delicious.
Well, Manny said
Thanks
to
again.
tell you
Thanks
thank
again,
you.
Ella.
We um we gave all the presents for the giving tree for the kids, and that was nice. I mean, I hope I told Manny, please. Today he had his regular crowd today, and tomorrow he has there's a lot of the church people go here on Sunday right after early morning church, and they
Hmm.
go there. But please let them know because you see, Siona took over our donation of toys for tots. Really, I mean, it was lot of games, a lot of board games, uh, everything that the kids can play and learn at the same time. So I was happy. I was happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is good.
And
So
some
we'll jump right into the discussion real soon
yeah.
about today's numbers. The
Mm,
amazing jump in numbers today. And I
yeah.
wanted to touch a little bit about the budget that Honolulu is, about we saw some posts on that, and so yeah, so we definitely will be getting into the discussion. But I did want to, for those of you that just came on, again, if you're interested in participating in the gift giveaway, graciously donated by Kiala Wolf, who was our guest last night. She's donating for the next 8 days, 8 nights.
Hmm.
Uh, just go ahead and message me your name in Messenger, not in the comments. I'm not gonna use the comments because it's too easy to miss. I cannot miss the messenger. So just shoot me a message with your name, or just let me know. I'm already getting some of them. Just say I want to enter, or I'm in, or whatever it is, and then we'll put you at the end of the show. You got to be present, and then we'll definitely randomize the names and pick our winner. So we'll probably go take names until about 7:45, and then we'll run the random right after that. So anyway, 198 cases today, Charles.
Well, if anyone saw my post, I did a little shtick on it. I posted those that piece that ran in I think it was the Advertiser when they first announced the breaking news 198 cases. And so I made it as if, as a reader, I'm going, what? 198? Then the next comment was from the Department of Health. Ana kokolele, somebody gonna get scolding. And the next line down was a statement from the governor, and it goes something like this: "Hey Libby, what? I told you, no release that kind of numbers if the thing is over 80." And then Libby responds, "I'm sorry, Governor, but we got a new person that was doing the test, and she never get the memo." And the governor responds back by saying, that's okay, no worry. We get one real good, writing team. They're gonna write something because, and they're gonna Uh, Everybody gonna forget about it because they're gonna be too busy concentrating on the furloughs or something like that. So I did a
Uh,
post like that this morning.
troublemaker, troublemaker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I was reading the advertiser, and um, I guess for Honolulu, they're saying, a lot of the numbers are contributed to the clusters at the jail at the Halava,
Hmm.
which is kind of interesting. I mean, because it's bad at Halava now,
Well,
and
well,
and
here's the thing, brother.
I don't understand what from OCCC that you would think that it would be difficult to have that happen again.
Well, here's the thing. Remember now, Halava is the holding facility for all the prisoners returning from Arizona. And remember, Hawaii guys is all infected up there. So the question is, when they came in, did they immediately separate the arrivals and test them before integrating them? But even at that, they cannot be integrated right away. They got to run the quarantine period.
Right? You would
Yeah,
think, right?
yeah. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, why is it happening? I mean, if they're following protocol,
Mm,
uh, I mean, it's apparent that the spread is rampant over there. I mean, it's not just one or two. Um,
let
so
me.
I'm just curious as what is the protocol? I know it's tough when you're in a prison, but it's like a hospital, right? I mean, you have a confined people in the hospital, and everybody that goes in to treat that person is PPE. The contact is very limited. You don't put positive people or suspected positive people with people that are not properly protected. I mean, the protocols to me is no different than if whether it's in a hospital or in a prison. It's just the same because of the close contact. I don't get it.
Right.
I don't, and that bugs me because that's a lot of people. And I hear comments like, "Hey, good for them. It's only prisoners." Well, it's not only prisoners. They get families. They get employees that have families. So it's not about that. It's about keeping everybody safe. And that's what we all. I mean, everybody has a responsibility to do that. And that's just incredible how the spread is happening. Right before our eyes. It's like wow.
Yeah.
And that's this virus. My son, I tell you, was a little nerve wracking this afternoon. My son called us up and said that he was on his way to the hospital. He had to go get a test because one of his clients tested positive. Thank God he got tested and it's negative. But that period of 20 minutes or so, half an hour, waiting for him to up there in Oregon, you take the test, you get the results right away at the hospital. Only on Kauai, you gotta wait. I don't know. It's another thing I don't get. What the hell?
You know what's and first I apologize. Do I have an echo in my audio?
No,
Saying one
I don't
two.
hear it. I
Okay,
don't.
someone
You hear
said
good,
one,
man.
two.
You
Okay.
sound good.
Um, what I want everybody to understand is, and I know everybody wants to be informed, and it almost seems as if everybody is, and including myself, we're taking whatever comes out from the CDC, the ABC, the WHO, the DUI, whatever you want, whatever acronym you want to use. It's we're holding it to a finite number. If they tell you 6 feet, everybody say okay, 6 feet. They hold it. That's why there's that stretching of the rule. You know what I mean? Where even if you're 12 feet apart, you don't have to say, well, I can push the limit, go to 6 feet, but nothing going to happen. Well, you remember one time I was saying, these guys who are getting infected, they all said they were using masks. So there's got to be another entry point, and that's why I said, the eyes and all that. Wash your hands. Well, lo and behold, we're when these and I'm gonna get this to where we have a confined area like such as a prison. Okay, when you get on breakout in the prison, I think it's easier to control because you're all in one area. Now the only danger is if staff gets sick and they take it out of the prison. So that's when the
Mhm.
spread occurs. Okay, because it's always better to have a. I'm not saying it's better, but if you're going to have your druthers, it's always better to have a spread within an interior confine. Then you know it's there. It can't go anywhere else, right? So it's almost like Pong. The thing is going to keep on. The virus is going to keep on bouncing back and forth. And I think what people got to realize is those kind of things where if you get one 14-day, you got to ask yourself, who in the heck actually went and got someone infected and watched them for 14 days, and exactly 14 days later they clear. I mean, I don't know how that process works, but that's the danger when you start giving people who are pretty well educated, you start giving them numbers to hold to, or I should say, they're going to hold you to those numbers. If you say 14 days, then okay, man, yeah. But what if it goes beyond the 14 days? Then the first thing they're going to cry foul. They say, you told me 14 days. Look, it's been about 20 something days. Look what happened. Hey, things happen. That's what I always say. You've heard me say it before. Planes fall out of skies and monkeys fall out of trees. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you, man, it's every day you get up and you hope you hear better news. And today is
yeah.
well, today's Saturday, so the numbers being reported is actually from Thursday.
Hmm.
So it's tomorrow is another big day, and then Monday and Tuesday we probably start seeing the decline because of the weekend. But there really is. It's not looking like we're getting better. Kawhi had what did we have today? Another three today.
Well, they say total five.
Today?
Mhm. But I think it's the way they reported. It came out as five for Kawhi.
I thought I saw one. Okay, maybe I didn't. Maybe I looked at the wrong one. But regardless, we're still getting active cases every day, and today it involved kids. Was kids, and all community spread today. So that creates a big problem because now we know that because the tourism has really stopped for Kauai. Very few people are coming in because of the quarantine, and I know a lot of people are still upset about that. But now we're dealing with community spread. And if we don't get a handle on that, if we're not doing the proper contact tracing and getting people quarantined and isolated properly, then we'll see more of it. And this is where we all gotta, we kind of gotta be more careful now because we are, we enjoyed quite a bit of several months of
Mhm.
zero cases, and it was relatively safe. Kauai was relatively COVID free
Right.
until October 15th. Until October 15th, and like you always say, Charlie, I really don't care what they say community spread. It didn't get created here. It didn't just pop up. It came from a source that was travel related. Whether it was a returning resident or a visitor, it doesn't matter. The virus hitchhiked their way to our island again, and now we're dealing with it again. And we got to make sure we get a handle on it. And that's the concern I have is that we don't want this thing to run away.
One thing I haven't heard, and the cases today, I've seen some of the threads coming up. They're saying, yeah, it's on base PMRF 5 on base. So um, that's unfortunate. And you kind of wonder, is it five contracted personnel, service personnel that live on base? What was it? And again,
Yeah.
if you get it and you can confine it and you strangle it into a confined area, it makes things a lot easier. Is when it penetrates that protective perimeter, then that's where the game of hide and seek starts to unveil. And you got to go out and you got to go find it. And a lot of times, I mean, unfortunately, many times it is unsuccessful because you just don't know. So I
Yeah.
guess, this is what I would suggest. And maybe the viewers, if you agree, maybe put a comment. I agree with you, Uncle Charlie. If you don't, they put a comment. Uh, I've always believed in, if something isn't working, or maybe you need to add something else into the mix, try it. So if you need to bring in retired police officers, then maybe try using the officers and their way of investigating. And it might go down a different path. And maybe the success might be better. Who knows? But if you don't try, we'll be always in this left in this limbo, right? Because if you don't hear nothing, then one can always assume that, hey, things are going good. But look, all week we talk about the numbers. I say, if we're doing that good, we shouldn't have any at all. We kind of was laughing. And then all of a sudden, dun, da, 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 198 cases. You know, now somebody asks, okay, Uncle Charlie, then what's wrong with 198? What's wrong? 198 is only two away from 200. That's what's wrong.
Yeah.
And
I
198 is 98 more than 100. That's what's wrong. And 198 is 198 more than we should have in the first place. That's what's wrong. So,
yeah, I think he must have. I hope he realized that. Yeah, Caldwell realized today that his opportunities to get to the next tier is gone. And they need to stop focusing on that and focus on stopping the virus. And it's easy to just blame Halava or public safety or whatever. But at the end of the day, those numbers count, and you cannot say, "Oh, because it happened in a jail, we're not going to count them towards our tier." No, I mean it's no different than if it's at a hotel or a restaurant. It's the same thing. There's so much movement, Charlie, and you know this. There's so much movement in and out of a prison with
mhm,
employees.
yep.
I don't think they're allowing visits anymore, but the employees, medical personnel, maintenance workers. I mean, it's not like they're in their own compound where no one can go in and out. No, there's a lot of movement in and out, and so the threat is real, and this virus, it spreads in those confined areas. So he's got a problem, and he's got to deal with that problem. And again, stop focusing on this. Hey kids, we're almost there. No, we're not. We're far from it. We need to get to zero. That's what we need. I can't even believe they want to get to a number. It's zero. That's the number we want to get to.
You know what they gotta
50
do?
is not okay. 50 is not okay.
What you gotta do, and this is where I would start. I would take a tangible number, start there. Once you reach that goal, then chip away, get another tangible number to reach. That's what I would try to do. If you try to roll the dice one time and try to get them down to zero, you're gonna get those out there that saying, you know what, impossible. And guess what they're gonna do? They're not gonna care, right?
Yeah.
I was just putting in a post. Someone said about the eateries on Oahu. Yeah, I've seen it before when I was there. I've seen it before. This is before the pandemic, but I noticed it here. We got eating indoors. I see people come out. Yes, I see it. They're socially distant. But it's when they get outside in the parking lot, that's when everybody gather, the masks come off because why? They're out of the spotlight, right? They're not indoors anymore. And they think that, oh, the spread not going to occur if we're in a parking lot. You know, the, the virus has no respect of age, sex, height, weight, color, or ethnicity. I will tell you that right now. If you're
Right.
in its way, it's going to tag you. Okay.
Hmm.
If you happen to be downwind and the other person who's infected is upwind, asymptomatic, and they talk, and I don't care if they say, well, you got to be exposed cumulatively for 20 minutes or more, 15 minutes. I don't care if it's 1 minute because it only takes one little droplet to get you infected.
Hmm.
Okay. And that's what I mean about, when they say something, people will literally take it as that and says, well, you know what? I was only there for 12 minutes, so I shouldn't get infected. I said, why are you gonna push the envelope? Why are you gonna try to push the system to think that 15 minutes is like, bah, you eat 12 minutes? No, you're not it. and say, what if you do get tagged at 12 minutes? Then you're gonna cry. You guys ain't cheap because I had 3 more minutes to go, but never work out. Hey, brother, that's your problem. Nobody thought you'd be on bolo and try to chance the system. You know. Hello, Mel Repose, are you there? Okay, everybody. Oh, we lost connection. We have lost connection. Well, this is Uncle Charlie, and what we're gonna do is we have lost connection at this time. So we're gonna wait till Uncle Mel comes in. If anybody sees me right now, let me know. Send me a comment. Okay. Just send me a comment. Okay, it's Spectrum. Again, we have a Spectrum problem. Aloha no gang. Can you see me? I see Mel is frozen. Okay. Oh, it says that I am the lone wolf for tonight. So anyway, but as I was saying before, let me see if he's gonna come back on. But anyway, the show must go on. But anyway, like I was saying before, there's so much things that we can be thankful for, and I hope that we play our cards right, because one of the things that seems to be a major problem right now with the spread is just this word that starts with a C, and that's complacency. Because a lot of us are feeling and I understand you've been cooped up for all this time, and the vaccine is just right over the horizon. Yet, okay, there he is. Hi, Mel. Are you there?
I'm here, man. Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear, brother.
What the heck happened?
I don't know.
Did
I
you were you on? Were you able to stay on?
I was able to stay on. I've been. You said take over, so I said okay. I'll take over until you come back on.
Yeah, your screen on my screen, you're froze up, and then everything over here. I think the Spectrum internet just went down because
No, you're
I'm
you're
hard I'm hardwired in for the Zoom, but all the Wi-Fi uh, devices went out. So must have had something wrong with Spectrum, son of a gun. Anyway,
yeah.
all
So
right, we're
anyway,
back
as
in.
as I was
Back
as I
in.
was saying, ladies and gentlemen, um, and I forgot what I was saying. So I'm so glad you're back, Mel.
Me too. Gosh, I was thinking, what the heck? Big brother watching, man. Big brother watching. I
I
thought
know,
I figured you said something that had upset somebody, Charlie.
you got Governor Ige watching us like this with the switch. You go like that. Okay, Charles Eon, I had enough of you. But see, you touched the
Yeah.
wrong switch. He will affect you, never affect me. Because why?
Yeah.
I'm on a different carrier. I am not with Spectrum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have a different Wi-Fi. I'm with Ishihara Market, and this one never goes down.
That's what I gotta do because when I check my Wi-Fi signal, I get some strong signals from my neighbors, but all need passwords. So I gotta figure out how I can crack the code, and then I don't need pay. Sharon said it happened to her today 3 times for her. Yeah, I'm telling it, man. I that's the thing. We pay for the service. Well, I don't care what it is. And if somebody bang one pole or whatever,
Yeah.
that's understandable. But and there's no, it's just it basically upsets me. But anyway,
No,
so hey, let me go real
I
quick. Let
was
me talk real quick.
we
Huh?
put it before we talk. I was saying whatever I saying, and you was like this, and I thought you was, how you joke, right? And I was going, bro, no joke. And you was like, you look like the Joker from Batman. You had that smile. I think it was frozen. Like,
Well, you was frozen on my screen, and then it went off, and then it just went off. That's when I knew it was the internet. Oh
oh,
well, whatever. It's not like you can go down a store
yeah,
tomorrow and buy one out of internet. You
yeah,
cannot. Over here for us, we stuck with Spectrum. So
yep,
anyway, Green is trying to infiltrate.
that's right.
Must make use of those. All right. Anyway, I wanted to talk again, or real quick, remind you that if you didn't already, message me. I got a bunch of names already, but Kiala Wolf, if you watched last night, you saw Kiala. She offered for the next 8 nights, not counting tomorrow, but every night we'll give away a gift. She's graciously donated. Last night she gave away actually 2 bags because we screwed up. But so yeah, just send me your name in the messenger, not in the comments. Don't come get mad if your name don't make it to the selection because if you put them in a comment, send me a message on Messenger. Just put your name so that I can and we'll at 7:45 we'll go into the randomizer. We'll put all the names in there. We'll watch it live. We'll randomize it, and number one will be the winner. So I'm
Yep.
not going to keep track and look for number 17 or 18. That was like crazy, man. That's like the thing started scrolling. I was like, holy crap.
And brother,
So
last night you figure now, okay? We only had maybe like 20 people went play, right? Right? About 20 something
um,
last night.
bro, I can tell you, we had I was writing the numbers of the as they were coming in. So we had one, two, three, four. Oh, they're all coming in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. We had about 48.
Okay.
48.
So think of it
And
this.
right, you have less ding dings now. The ding dings is all people leaving their names.
So now you have 48, right?
We
And
had
you
last
said,
night, yeah.
okay. And you said, okay, pick a number between 1 and 100. I went, oh boy.
Because we had about 109 viewers at the time, so I figured, let me jam up. But it didn't matter because we had like 5 people pick the same number. You hear that, Charlie? I'm gonna have to type all this in that thing. Get your jokes ready. Get your jokes ready.
Oh man. I want to thank everyone who sent comments that they like the jokes. I stay up all hours of the morning. I look at jokes, the ones that there's some that's nasty. I think it's funny, but it's sexist, and I won't put it up. And I'll try to find the funny ones. I put them on, and my judge that will give me a feedback on whether it's a good joke or not is Mrs. Iona, because when she likes it, she's in the living room and I'll hear her laughing. And when she doesn't like it, she'll make it known. She'll crack me on the head with something. So that's that's how I know if I'm on the mark or not. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Patsy, she knows. She goes right into the bedroom because she don't like get mad.
yeah.
Yeah, we got about 300 already. Um, so about 7:45, Charlie. You gotta think about one long joke, one long story, or maybe sing one song or something. Because I'm
No,
gonna have to
I
put
when
that.
I tell one long joke, it goes something like this. Once upon a time. Brother, I will stretch it out, but I'll go look for something. But it's just one of those things that yeah, we try our best. But I did want to talk about again, we had those outbreaks in the prison. Remember now, it's inside the prison. I can tell you firsthand, when I was with the ME's office, I investigated several deaths at Halawa. It's like a maze. You got to get escorted in there. It's so highly. That's why they call it a maximum prison. And the thing about it is, when you're in the concrete hole, when you're walking in, it's all concrete. I can say this: the fear I have is not of the prisoners, but if there's one earthquake and I think I'm crumbling down, brother, it's going to be a while before they find you. It's just tons and tons of concrete, you know. And
Yeah.
but I think that the state they kind of built it wrong. When they always show on the news, they get the prisoners walking down in the middle. They get like a big runway right down the middle of the prison. Yeah.
Right.
Why not
Hmm.
set up bowling pins and send the prisoners way on top and roll a bowling ball down so many pins they get knocked out? I mean, that's all wasted space if you ask me. And so let me look for my joke. I write my jokes down.
Wait, before you talk about your joke, well, it might be the same thing. Um, it might be a joke, but the budget, the budget,
Oh,
man. How you had a great post this morning about Governor Ige saying that we're billions of dollars short, and then he's gonna furlough
to
workers,
equate
state workers,
to equate
not
350 million.
non-essential. Yeah, it's 2.8 billion or 2.3 billion or whatever a year.
Yeah.
The and this is where it gets kind of ridiculous. And he comes out and he tells everybody that it's going to save 300 million a year when he puts all his state employees on furlough. But the legislature, Sylvia Luke, said that's not accurate because he's counting all state workers. He's the fact of the matter is essential workers won't be furloughed.
Right.
So what she's saying is the actual impact, the actual cost savings is about 100, what, 30 million. I
No,
think she said 100.
his recollection on the news said he'll target 350 mil. She
Right,
said her numbers came up to more like 130 million. So there's this
right.
big disparity between the two.
Yeah, because of the number of workers that won't be furloughed. And that's when you're looking at 2.2 plus billion dollars, and then that's like not gonna make a dent. It's not gonna make a dent. And it's gonna take a whole lot more effort on the state's part. That's the easy solution. Just say, furlough
Mhm.
the workers. I think they need to do a little more in reducing spending and not just employees costs, but the spending of the state. I posted about the CIP projects. We keep seeing all the projects that are being moving forward. If it's not essential, no, don't do it right now. How
Mhm.
can you explain to the community that we're going to build all these projects when it's not necessary right now? Those monies need to be diverted back to the state general fund so it can get into the hands of the people that need that monies, which is our residents, our taxpayers. So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Right. Hey, somebody asked on Messenger here, Mel. I don't know if they meant for Kauai or Oahu. I know Oahu right now gathering outside is 10, correct? Outside.
On Oahu?
Yeah, 10. Indoors is
Oh,
5.
outside. Yeah, yeah, correct,
Okay, here on Kauai, outside is 25. Indoors is 10, correct?
correct,
Some
correct. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
hopefully
Yeah, it's and it's those things. I know a lot of people try to figure out ways around it. I know this for a fact. I know that people they'll go have a big party outside and they'll say, hey, we'll just get into groups of 25 and we'll take up different parts of the park. I mean that's you know but they're all going into the pavilion for go get the food, right? They're all going into the pavilion for participate. They're gonna rotate, but nonetheless, the interaction gonna occur.
yeah.
We just gotta follow the rules, and
Mm.
there's a lot of things that we want to do that we cannot do right now.
Right.
Churches, I've been getting so many complaints about churches. And listen, I'm a God fearing man. I'm a Christian. I love God. I believe in God. But I don't think that churches should be given any special privileges than the others. I mean, it's a house of worship. that doesn't protect you from the virus. And I know people are going to start saying, Mel, you're losing your mind. Why are you going after the churches? I'm not going after the churches. I'm going after everybody. That we all got to do this.
Hmm.
But I got to tell you, I get complaints from specific church. And I'll be honest, guys, if it comes to me, guess what? It goes straight to the enforcement people. Church, I don't care. I'm going to do my part. When it comes to me, it gets referred to the agencies that actually are responsible for the enforcement.
Yeah.
And if it's a church, it's a church. But I have been told, and I'm not going to mention the names on our show, but I will tell you, we have the names. We have the pastors' names, or I do, that we have turned over. That they masks are optional. Social distancing is optional. No, it's not. It's not optional. And that is where people gonna get sick, and that is where people gonna die. And again, and my comments while I'm talking about churches right now go to every organization, every single one, because it's being violated. And everyone thinks that because they're doing something good for the community, that it's okay. No, it's not okay, regardless of what you're doing. That's just the way it has to be right now. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. But that's the way it is. But it really hurts me when I hear that these churches are coming in and giving people the option of not following the rules, and that's where people is going to get sick. You can still worship. My church has not gone back to services in person. It's still online. And he called me a while back, months ago, and he said, "No, we are not going to go back in person until we know it's safe for everybody." And
Well,
I go to New Hope Kapa, Pastor Matt Higa, and they're doing extremely well online, and they're serving the purpose and the mission of God. So I mean, we just got to do it.
one should ask themselves a simple question: whether it's a church or not, is there a possibility of spreading the virus? Does the possibility exist? And if you say yes, then that should be your answer right there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because your objective is not to get tagged by this virus. And I think a lot of times there are many people. Um, you have many people. You have many people that are holding to how should I say, holding to the numbers, like I said earlier, and they go by that as the truth and only the truth. And sometimes you just gotta use common sense. Now, I got somebody writing here. Yeah, I got a comment about a large gathering, and they're saying they called it in tonight. There's a large gathering in Koloa, and the police didn't do anything about it. So I'm sorry that happened, but maybe should call someone. I don't know what to say.
Just send it to me in Messenger. Send it to me in Messenger, and we'll make sure it gets to where it needs to. We need specifics though, like an address or stuff like that. I don't need. It can be anonymous, but we need to send officers to the right place, and
Hmm.
making sure, like Charlie said, the garage is outside. If it's an open garage, it's out. It's considered outside. In the house would be inside. So, but yeah, we definitely. I had a message today that at White House Lots Park with the T-ball, no one was wearing masks. So I sent that over to the police because we really gotta. I hate doing that, but no one can tell me anymore that they don't know. Oh, I didn't know. No, no, everybody knows. And you cannot tell me that out of everybody in that park, somebody didn't say something and say, hey guys, you guys should be wearing a mask, or you guys shouldn't be sitting so close, um, that's so we all got to do our share. I mean, I'm tired of saying that, but that's the truth. And if it does come to me, I will turn it in. I will. And don't get mad at me if you
Hmm.
get on ticket or if you get arrested. Don't get mad at me because I'm not the one that told you go run around without a mask.
Hmm.
Now is not the time for be testing the system or challenging the system or pretending that you get one right, that everyone else, you have a right to do what you want to do. It's not the time for that. You can protest and whatever, do what you want, but wear your mask. Wear your mask and do whatever you want. Think of other people. And this is where we come back to the aloha. This is where we come to. We keep talking about the aloha spirit, and that it's all about respect. That's what this is. When you don't wear your mask, you're disrespecting everyone around you. That's plain and simple. And I know sometimes, some of you guys thinking, oh my God, I wonder if he's talking to me. He must have saw me without my mask. No, I never. But it happens so frequently. But that's really what it means. If I see somebody with a mask, that's what I think. Man, that guy with that what he needs, they have no respect for anybody. They just don't. They don't care about anybody. They care about themselves. And that's just the truth. That's just the reality of it. And if you can't handle it well, then you're on the wrong show. You really are. Because, again, you can see I get really pissed off about this because we don't need to have people unnecessarily get sick or die. We don't. We can help this thing, but we're not going to help this thing by not following the rules. That's all it is. I mean,
Right.
sorry, but that's the truth,
Oh,
man. That's just how I feel.
another thing too. When you see these people walking back to their cars, they congregate and all of that. Many times I told you about trying to break up the cycle when you take off, put on, take off, put on. I watch these people get into the car. Not one of them I can say on a stack of Bibles that I have observed, whether this is in a parking lot at the Lihui, the Hokulia, or whatever that shopping complex where Safeway is at, or at the Kukui Grove, or any place. I have never seen anybody go into their vehicle, take off their mask, or at least attempt to sanitize before taking their mask off.
Yeah.
And you notice, you can walk by the car, you look inside. They don't have, I mean, you can walk. I invite anybody to walk past mine. You're going to see that right on my blinker, I get like 6, 7 masks over there. Okay. Right on the center console, I get 2, 3 bottles of Purell. Right on my back seat, I get antiseptic wipes. I mean, I'm anal. I'm
Yep.
anal to the max. But it's just that I just try to be safe. And I just wondering why is it so hard to just, you know, grab something? I mean, no, I even carry one squirt bottle. And you know how people they walk around places where you can carry firearms in a mainland, right? Open carry.
Mhm.
Well, I open carry my squirt bottle. So,
You're one of two people that I saw do that. But Charlie, you always are. You get. I mean, every time I run into you, you give me something, whether it's a sanitizer or I get the thing right there for. I think it's for fabric,
yeah,
for disinfect on fabric.
yeah,
And I
germ guard.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everybody got to be
I
doing
think
that.
if you take that, just go that extra mile, right? If you go that extra mile, it's about protecting yourself, really. It's about protecting yourself. I mean, I'm even getting to the point now, it's like, yeah, you like do that kind of bump face. Okay, yeah, let me squirt your face first.
Yeah.
Always
That's
tell me,
how, I mean, like, remember when we first started and you would go to on whatever, you run into an old friend and automatic they come up for give you the hug and you say, whoa, whoa,
yeah,
knuckles, man, knuckles, knuckles.
yeah.
Gonna be awkward, man, when we finally are able to do that again. Gonna be really awkward. And I hope it's sooner than later.
Well, Mrs. Iona, she kind of laughs because if I decide to walk with her into like Safeway, she grabbed the car, I go, Ho, ho, ho. She goes, honey, it's all soaking wet now. Better than soaking dry and get virus on top. I say, I guarantee you, I would drown that bastard. It ain't alive. I said, no worry, honey. I drowned that bastard. Yep. Because you know what? If you ever look at one virus under the microscope, it doesn't do the backstroke. It doesn't do the freestyle. So if you're going to soak that bugger down, I know that thing not can survive in about an inch of fluid. Okay? That's why no
Yeah.
worry. You just soak that bugger.
That's the thing, Charlie. This thing, while it's a horrific virus, there's so much we can do or that we should be doing that can kill the virus. The disinfecting, the all of those things that wipe them out.
Yep.
So we just gotta do them. We just gotta do washing the hands before you touch your mask. You know, just it's hard though. It's easy. It's easy to do, but it's easy not to do. And I think that's the problem. Everybody just you get complacent after a while. COVID fatigue, which is what we're all suffering from right now. I'm tired of this stuff. Just tired of it, but it's gonna be here for a while, and that's why. And it's not. I am an optimist. I'm a positive guy, but I'm also a realist. And when I hear these things that give people the hope that, well, once the vaccines come out, man, it's gonna be in a month, 2 months, we're gonna be back to normal. It's not the case. That's what's gonna happen. The vaccines don't work that way. Not that
You know,
fast, and
I,
there's so many issues with the deployment of this thing. So, and
you
don't
know,
forget, by the way, 15.
yeah,
What is the 15? Tuesday.
Tuesday,
13, 14.
Tuesday. Yep.
Tuesday we get Dr. Jerome Kim from South Korea will be on. He's the
Hmm.
Director General of the International Vaccine Institute. So he'll be on Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Okay,
Yep.
5 o'clock.
I don't want to be gross about it, but I just want to say something that will show the relationship of how it's good for one but not good for the other. We're talking about protecting ourselves during this pandemic, right? You ever notice that when you go in a public bathroom and you get sore or poop and you got to go number two, not number one, you take all the necessary precaution in getting the disposable paper, put them on the toilet seat, right? Because you don't know who else will sit there, right? You do all the protective measures you do. If you can do it for that, why can't you just do it in
Yeah,
sanitizing your hands? That's why I said it's funny how on one side you can take, you can take all the necessary precautions. But now with something that's brand new, you just gotta train yourself just to go just that little bit extra. Because if you don't, what's the alternative? You get sick, right? What's the result? You cannot outrun this virus. Where do you go? That's right. We always talk about going into the hospital. And just say, what if no enough beds when you go? Will you be the fortunate ones to maybe on standby until they get one bed so they at least have somebody monitor you? Or they say, okay, here, take these two aspirins and call me in the morning. Is it one of those things? I don't know. So,
yeah. Well, again, it's we gotta make it a priority in all of our lives. We just something we just gotta do. Like I think your example is perfect about the public bathroom. I mean, treat
yeah,
it the same way. Treat it the same way. Because listen, how many people died from using a public restroom?
mhm, none.
Since Yeah, exactly. There may be a few, I guess, throughout history, but
Yeah.
how many people died from COVID? I mean, it's
Well, I, I,
man.
I know, I know of one that died. Um, Never have toilet paper, so the bug went berserk. That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. That bugger had limo on top, so strike one.
Oh, you guys, I tell you. Well, anyway,
Yeah. So, but
all right.
again,
We have a ton of people entered for
oh,
this. So I have it all typed in. I was listening, Charlie, and I can do two things at the same time. I had to
I'm
retype every single name back into.
no, yeah, it's the 45 gang. So the drawing to have your name in, And I know Mel said you have to be present. Okay. And you think it to yourself, well, how you know if I'm present or not? Just know Big Brother is watching you. So you gotta be present. Okay.
Mhm.
And so in a in a
Sorry,
short in a short while, yeah. Inspector Crusoe.
I can see it all. All. This is my.
Yeah, Inspector Crusoe. So
Again, we want to thank. We want to thank. You never read my message. No, apparently. I don't know what message was that. Hang on,
a
real
mess.
quick. Let me see.
Well, there's
I
this
get.
man, right?
I'm not trying to make excuses, but we get. I don't even see the message. You may have to send them again.
Well,
Uh,
I'll tell you one joke before the thing. While you look for that message.
okay, go ahead, man.
Yeah, there's this man. He goes to his shrink. He's distraught. He tells the shrink, "Hey doc, my wife's unfaithful to me. Every evening she leaves the house and she goes to Larry's bar and picks up men, sleeps with them, does any kind to them. What do you think I should do?" The psychiatrist said, "Brother, relax, take a deep breath, calm down. Now tell me exactly where's Larry's bar?"
Terrible, man. You are terrible.
Well, I never. I mean, at least the thing was clean.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So we are going to I'm gonna put up the names right now. And Ed, I'm not sure, Ed. I cannot find the message. I don't know if it was on Messenger or email. We'll go ahead and resend it. It's possibly somewhere in my maybe it's email, I'm not sure. But anyway, um, yeah, go ahead and do that for me and I'll respond. Let me just get this thing copied up real quick. Copied, and I get it pasted up here. And we'll come here and do this real quick, real quick. I'm gonna share this screen. All right, here we go. Can you see that, Charlie?
Yes, I can.
That is all the names of the people that had submit their name to me on Messenger.
Okay.
That is a lot of names, okay?
Okay.
And this is the dice roller. This is the dice roller. So we're gonna roll the dice. We're gonna roll the dice. That's right, Tyson, the randomizer master.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll the dice. Anything six or higher. That's how many times we're gonna randomize the list. Okay. So this is the list in the order that it came in. Okay. I'm just
I'm
gonna go.
impressed how you can type all that bugger out.
Wow, I tell you, it's incredible. We gotta figure out another way that Patsy can do them. Well, and maybe message her and she can type them all up for me. But anyway,
You know, uh,
so go ahead.
I get this word recognition program that saves out on typing. You can just talk and I think transcribe, right?
Right.
But that thing is so sensitive because one time they told me, "Hey, stupid, spit out your gum." That's why the thing never pick up the words. So, I mean, I think it tell if you chewing gum or not.
Well, yeah. Look at the names on some on the list. Some of the names on this list. You know the local name, huh? That guy's not gonna figure them out. Them guys not gonna figure them out. I try with my phone and it comes out really, really wrong. So, all right, six or above, six and above. We roll the dice. Ooh, 10, 10 times. Okay. So guys, this is the list. We're gonna randomize this 10 times. All right. That's one, 36 people. That's two. That's three. That's four. That's five. That's six. That's seven. That's eight. That's nine. This is nine times. The dice was 10. So this is it, everybody. Good luck. This is it right here. Boom. Mona Manuel. Mona Manuel. Are you on, Mona?
Okay.
Mona, if you're on,
Yeah.
you got to go ahead and email Kiala at Aloha. I'll punch it in. I'll punch it in on the, but Mona is the winner. Mona is the winner. I will punch it up in the comments. The suspense is killing me. All right. And, because Charlie and I are nice guys, uh, I don't like take a chance and assume that somebody is not here. So, Charlie, what do you think? We'll just go ahead and post it in the comments.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
If Kiala doesn't hear from them, if Kiala doesn't hear from them by 8:30, and I'm typing in the address right now, aloha at Haumea, Hawaii.com. Aloha at haumeahawaii.com. So, Mona, you email her, Kiala, at that address with your address, and she'll get the bag to you. If she doesn't hear from you from 8:30, that means you wasn't here, and then we will give it to number two. We will let number two know. Okay?
yep.
And number two was Mahealani Davis. I'll save this list so that, all right. So, Mona Manuel, if you're on, Mona, aloha at haumeahawaii.com. Congratulations. And thank you, Kiala, for doing this. We appreciate it, and everybody appreciates you so much.
Mm-hmm. Well,
All right, man.
there's one thing that today there's a lot of conversation going back and forth about the vaccine, which is and again, I do have some questions, but if I'm presented with the task of taking it, I'll go and take it. But I'm one of those that it's a monumental task. Just the first two anyway, the first two top runners, Pfizer and Moderna, just the shipping. In fact, the airlines, while it's in transit and before it goes into certain airspace when they're ready to land, it's almost like the president coming to town. They got to clear everything and give priority to UPS and FedEx. My understanding was all over the news today, and that's a pretty monumental feat in and of itself. They've got tracking monitors. And it'll be real interesting to see what is the efficacy rate, especially if the temperature starts to warm up, because it has to have a constant hold at what is that? Is 70 or 80 degree, minus 70 or 80 degrees Celsius, something along those lines. So say it's only minus 30 degrees Celsius. Does it null and void the batch or what? You gotta try use them right away. There's all those kind of things that probably can, that can be addressed. But we'll ask that question of Dr. Kim when he comes on Tuesday. Okay.
Sounds like a plan, man. Well, Charlie, thank you very much for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, guys. We'll be back on Monday night. And again, Dr. Kim will be out with us on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we'll be back on Monday night again
Yep.
with another gift to give away, thanks to Kiala. So make sure you guys are on. Tell your friends,
Mm-hmm.
jump on board. Mona, if you're not on, um, so if you are on, make sure you get in touch with Kiala. You can email her or private message her. She's on Facebook, Kiala Wolf. Anything else, Charles?
No. And again, I told myself I'll try to refrain from saying anything that I may regret. But again, gang, what we talked about tonight, there's a lot of I know because there's not that much stuff happening right now with COVID. Just that we're in some troubled times and numbers are rising, and we're trying to get a hold of that. And there's only so much that Mel and I can do by bringing the information to you. We've pretty much saturated the airwaves with all the information that you need to know, and so you have it at your disposal. But again, it saddens me when I see many of our return viewers getting hassled by some individual who I've never saw the name before. And I can only say to that person, I really wish you didn't use our show as your as your platform to pick on the issue. I mean, we started this because people wanted to know. I don't know about you. My brother died from it. There's several others that their family members had died from it. So there's a significance why we do this, why we get the word out about it. Okay. You may not think it's important, and I get it. You have the right to think that, but maybe you should start your own show on for those who don't think COVID is important. Because whether you like it or not, you can't control the numbers. And if the numbers get bad, we're gonna go for a shutdown. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So my thing to you would be, please, don't use our platform to argue with our people. I mean, they've been on it for almost 9 months with us, way longer than you have. And I'm sorry for saying this. And a lot of them are kupunas, and a lot of them are scared, and a lot of them want to know what they can do because there's nobody else out there protecting them. And if Mel and Charlie can bring information to help them protect themselves, then why not let them have it? They don't need to be cut down and say, no live in fear, that kind of stuff, because I'm going to tell you this. Fear is a natural process. Nobody asked for this pandemic. It came upon us and we got to deal with it. Some people deal with it better than others. But if it means for these people to come on our show to feel a little secure because they're getting information from us, then I invite them. I invite them. And I also invite you to participate. But if you're not going to bring a solution or help with this cause, then I ask you, please go start your own show and you can bash people all you like. Because I don't like seeing no pilikia. And if you get one beef with somebody on our show, do me a favor. Take it offline. Call the person out on Messenger if you feel that way. Please don't do it on our show. Because the last thing we want is Facebook to block us completely where we cannot do this anymore. Because all it takes is one rotten egg and it will happen. Okay. I sorry, Mel, but I just had to say something. And I just wanted to say it in the most respectful way that I could.
Well, I'm sorry because I was so occupied with typing names and checking messages. I must have missed that, but I can honestly tell you, I just said go check real quick, and uh, if I see one more comment from that guy, he's gone. That's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna mention names. I think everybody know who we're talking about. But no come here, like Charlie said, no come here for go bash. You go bash, like Charlie said, start your own bashing show, and you can go bring your experts on that agree with you. You can bring your experts if you can find them. I mean, we've been looking for them. YouTube and Google, to me, it's not reliable sources. Anybody can post articles. So, but if feel free to go start your own Facebook Live. You can even do them at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, because I know you're not going to interfere with our show. So I don't mean to sound arrogant or anything, but really, like Charlie hit it right on the head, man. This show is for information. No attack our viewers. Don't, because you will get blocked, and which I'm sure you don't care anyway. So we'll deal with that later, Charlie. I apologize too, but I get pissed off when you get pissed off, when our viewers get pissed off, when our viewers get harassed and challenged. I get pissed off because there's a right way to do it, and we welcome the debate, but not when it's done in the. I only saw a couple of them, and it's already enough for me to say bye bye. But anyway. Thank you for letting me vent. Tomorrow night we take a night off, and we'll be back on Monday at 7 o'clock. Everyone, thanks again, Kiala. Thank you, Mona. Congratulations. You guys all take care. Stay safe. God bless. Enjoy your Sunday. Aloha.
Hello.